though. As the look does go long and over the top to Foxcroft. This set, Prendergast picks up, goes into the in-goal area. Skinner try to keep up with him. And links up out on the right-hand side of the field. Flicks it around behind the beer. Well, that is unbelievable. Zanika Tanamu plays it, fifth and final touch. Tanamu takes him on herself. Yeah.
Well, it's crunch time in the Metro Cup with only 3 rounds remaining in the regular season for 2 teams tonight, and their season may well be on the line as they both face the inevitable task of playing the 2 top teams in both the men's and women's premier competitions. Scott McAllister in commentary with you tonight. Kyle Leggins on his way up the back stairs as well. He's chucking the headsets on as we speak. Our opening match tonight will see the 5th place Southern Storm taking on the 1st place Country Club Colts in the men's. Kyle comes straight from the field up here for the Premier Division tonight. Looking forward to the big matches coming up next.
Absolutely, there should be a couple of good games for the rest of the evening. Obviously, Country Club Colts at the top. Be very good game to watch if you're a touch footy fan. Yeah,
it's a huge match needed here for the Southern Storm as we take a look at the Country Club Colts lineup for tonight. Pretty strong lineup, probably one of their strongest for the season. We've seen some players sort of come in and out, probably missed the early stages, but they're really starting to get their full squad together tonight. Big outfit tonight for the Colts.
Absolutely, they've got a really good team. They're just strong all round, and what you come into a team like this, and look, there's that many Australian players on there, it's starting to get too funny, so be a very good game to watch.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the Storm lineup as well. Young, youthful team, full of... While they are young, they've got a lot of experience in big matches. Some Australian youth players in the team. Bailey Deakin as well will be leading from the front. Matt Moore, we'll talk about him a little bit later on. They haven't got their first victory on the board. They had a draw against Redlands. There's still a chance. There's a top 4. There's 5 teams. You get a win and you knock off one of the top teams tonight. There's still just that chance of qualifying for finals.
And that's the thing with touch out here at the moment. You know, everyone's in it until the last couple of weeks. And, you know, they may be a young side, this Southern Storm outfit, but they definitely put up a good fight.
Yeah, both these 2 teams played each other earlier on in the competition. It was 11-7, so it was pretty close, and they took them quite the way. 6-4 was the halftime score in that, so Southern Storm were really with them at that stage. A much stronger lineup tonight, though, from Country Club Colts, we must say, in that one. A couple of players that picked up a couple of tries. Heath Crawford, Matt Geiger getting 2 tries each in that last match. We took a look at tonight's key player matchup, Matt Moore from the Southern Storm and Alex Condon.
Yeah, AC is one of the strongest link players and middle players out there at the moment for, you know, Australia-wide. And he's obviously really shown that over the last couple of years and the way he's grown. And yeah, it'd be good to see these 2 guys go at it and see who comes out on top. But no favouritism, I'm going with AC on this one.
And our women's premier match, which will follow tonight, the Gold Coast taking on the Southern Storm. We've got the exact same scenario in both games. Number 1 taking on number 5, the Southern Storm. They've just been super impressive. They're coming off a draw last week, though, which caught a few people by surprise. It's been some sort of season from the Southern Storm. The Gold Coast, again, another team like the Southern Storm here in the men's, chasing their first win, but they've been gritty throughout the competition. They just haven't quite got that first hurdle across the line.
They haven't. Look, obviously, if you were watching last week as well, you know, they had it tough out with Brothers, and Brothers played a really good game to get them obviously very even across the park, and it's going to be another really good game to watch tonight.
Yeah.
Expecting a big score out of this first one.
Yep, a couple of big matches tonight. Like we said, round 8, 3 rounds to go in the competition. 10-round comp, and then we'll get into semi-finals. Top 4 teams will progress through. So a big match tonight here for both these 2 teams. The Country Club Colts, the defending champs in the men's. Undefeated so far in the competition. Storm tappers off. Get us underway. It was that man, Matt Moore, who we made mention of at the start of the broadcast. Here he is switching in. Bailey Deakin will be heavily involved again tonight from the Storm. Here he goes. Shows, comes back to the short side. Ball out in front.
There's options there early for the Storm there. It's a nice little setup for that link play there. And there's definitely a lot of options, as you can. Great read there from Moff and got them an extra couple of metres. But they look good to start off with, Storm.
Yeah, and looking to get up nice and early on that next play after Moffat had to come back and play the ball on the mark. So they gave away the penalty, and just a leg up here, an easier leg up. And they were working hard in the first couple of touches there, the Colts. Now all of a sudden coming into the middle part of the set, and they're Rolling over that 7 metre line now as Hayden Moffat takes it right to the line. And the defence comes up and makes that touch and forces the mistake.
Yeah, you don't see many mistakes from Moff, but I think John Hamster was happy with that one. So rightfully so, blew the whistle.
And Storm down their sideline. The first time in the match as changes come onto the park. Pretty nice transition out of the box for them. Benmore plays it. Nice pick up there with the right hand. And a great defence there. Butler pretty comfortable in the end as the ball was being juggled.
There's plenty of options out there at the moment, as we saw in these first couple of sets. Both ways, teams are playing eyes up footy. It's what we like to see as Country Club go to the sub-box there.
We know the Storm have got the talent and the energy and the fitness to go with the big teams early, but it's that long stretch in the game. The matches have just gone away from them a little bit this season. So a full 40-minute performance is going to be needed here against the Colts tonight. Coming into the last touch as Brown just plays it nice and early at the line. Pretty simple set in the end there. Sen takes the touch, hands the footy back over to the Storm.
Just a bit of conditioning early doors, I think, from Country Club, just to see what they're throwing up with them at defence. And they seem to be reading that middle half run quite well, so might have to revert to something different soon.
Now back in field, Deacon just throwing the footy around. Richter plays it, Deacon again, this time short. Lovely little short ball to Richter who skips away. There's been no touch made. Beautiful footy there from the Southern Storm. They've started this game in perfect fashion. What a great try that was.
I'll tell you what, it's exactly how you want to start a game. And as you can see here, it's this little dummy off.
Nice little switch as the Moore brothers combine. Jackson sends a nice ball out. Riggins are reading it pretty nicely at the moment.
God, that's great meters there to get to the sub-box.
Already over the halfway line. Touch 3 coming up. There's Moffat. He's looking to go down and kicks away. Links up with Verenkamp who lollipops it back inside to Matters. Here's Glacken. Now smack on the 7. Matters right foot sharp. Oh, nice work there from Moffat, who just holds his position and just almost flops the body down over the line.
The big leaning tower of Pisa gets over on the length there. As they come back inside, Moffat does really well to hold this play up. Gets into Matters, go to half on that short side, beats the middle and just, oh God, pull a handbrake.
He wasn't moving, was he?
No, that's it.
He was camped up.
Put it in park.
The Colts there. Back level. Now they go away from the sweep. Storm got numbers here. Just couldn't get that final pass away. Wingers have been good early tonight here for the Colts. Now coming into the last touch. Ross is up, skipping a jump. Can't get away from the defender in Glacken. Colts get back to work now with Matters. Adams slings it out. Nice touch. Out on the left from Geiger. Have to get back on the wheels as they go back his way now. Sen comes back in towards the middle of the field. Bartz picks up. Who's left to right? Beautiful ball out in front. Back-to-back tries here from the Colts.
That might be the reason he's played for Australia, that one, I think.
Pretty handy.
That's it. It was just a great... It comes back to coming off from half there. As you see, Feeds with the ball in the middle, gets that split out, draws the middle, and gives Bartz enough room and enough time to throw it out to Kane in the wing, and that's exactly how you play a 4-3.
So all of a sudden, the Champs get themselves in front for the first time in the match. And this is where it's important for the Storm. Just continue to try and go punch for punch. Now through the middle. Jackson holds it up. Playing really short, close to the line. A nice ball over the top that Geiger with work to do. Referees are holding it up. Looks like it's going to be a penalty here to the Storm.
Yeah, I think it was just slightly offside in the middle there as well, as they made it just outside the 7. So it'll give them 6 fresh touches here.
He's rigged up, looking for that footwork again. And Sen makes the touch. Short ball to Matt Moore, who has a beautiful left to right and work to do with Crawford. They come across to make the touch on him. Don't mind that early option though to rip long.
Absolutely. If you can get it there, throw it.
Deacon plays it. Last touch. Nice work there. Geiger in the corner. Verenkamp comes across to make the touch. The Colts just get back into work here. First touch. Matt Moore gets called back onside. He comes up to make the touch now from that onside position. Third touch in there on the halfway line as Brown makes his way onto the field. As does Ryan Moffat. Last touch of the set. A little stutter step there from Brown. They've got some work here, room to work with out here, and Condon sums it up perfectly. It almost looked like the play was dead, and they were sort of stumbling into the line there, and all of a sudden Butler finds himself in some clear space down the left-hand side.
This ball from Kalis Brown here really takes him on and just puts that passive link right on the spot, turns the winger inside out, and it's a great ball when you can throw it out there, that little passive link play, and it catches a lot of teams offside at the moment, and as you can see, that Colts just seem to pull it off really, really well. 3-1 now.
Now Benny Moore looking for offside players. Trying to dive in between Hooper and Ryan Moffat. And Benny Ross sends it out. Moore, nice flat and hard at the line. Good touch there from Verenkamp out in the right wing. And that looks like they might have played that set and the player down.
I think they might have, yeah. I didn't see. Oh, wait, hang on. 1, 2, 3. No, there's 6 there.
And Crawford just sprinted on around the back.
Right.
So they might have only played that set with 5 players near the Southern Storm. Let me try and get those ones right. Well, there might have been a substitution we didn't see. There's a bit going on out here.
Mate, there's lots going on a Friday night out here.
There's a bit more going on out in the field with another penalty given to the Colts, and they're
Down.
just really starting to find their groove now. Up by 2 on the scoreboard. Butts is hovering around again. Matters decides to hold it. And Butler can't flick it back on the inside to Glacken. Good intent though from the Storm, straight on the footy. They're down there on the right side of the field to get those changes. First touch and they're straight at the box.
Let's see, we're nearly 10 minutes into this first half now, and I think a good goal for the Storm now would be just try and stem the bleeding a little bit here. They've had 3 tries put on them back to back to back, so if they can put one on here, even better, but they just need to try and stop Colts coming into their half.
Now ball out, just couldn't reel that one in. And Griggs, it was a rocket out of the hands from Bailey Deacon. And the Colts slinging out to the right. Get some changes out onto the park. Here's Hayden Moffat, just skips away from that first defender, picks up an extra 2, 3, 4 metres. Here's some opportunity to get back on the front foot coming out of the box. Condon plays out the back. Nice read there from Crawford. And plays the ball now. And Sankey comes off the right foot, earns his team a penalty. Colts getting up nice and early there. It's a little leg up here from the Storm. They'll tap it on their 10-metre line. Loose ball out to Hara Chase. Stretch for it.
Very important set here for the Colts to try and defend. They'll need to try and stop this roll in as much as they can as Feed falls over in the middle of the field.
Oh, must have been a forward pass.
That's the stop they're after.
Yeah, both Moore boys slinging their heads across to the sideline. Which sideline referee called that one? They weren't too happy with the call. We'll continue on now. He missed opportunity there for Southern Storm.
Yeah, it could have been. We look back when it's all said and done, and that could be the one. God, they've got such a good roll coming onto the middle of the field now. That's 3rd and 4th touch as they go for last.
Now Brown with the footwork gets through the defensive line. It was a flicker pass out the back. He's looking sharp again tonight, Kalis Brown. The fluoro pink boots on.
You can't miss him, can you?
You know, if you've got pink boots on like that, you can dance, boy. He's got the feet.
Extra 2k an hour to the top speed too.
Oh, easy.
Rumour has it you used to run pink boots, was that right?
I could not pull those off, my friend. No, straight black. Straight black. No, I didn't need any more attention put on me on the field at all. I didn't want people to know I was out there.
For good reason.
Absolutely. 2 left feet. Now, the Storm put a foot on the sideline. That was the call from Zach Jenrick, and he's on field at the moment. Gives the footy back to the Colts around that halfway line.
Probably not the play you wanted to run that one on last. It doesn't give you much.
Oh, went without it there, Glacken. Had to come back and get the footy. Yeah, 3 referees tonight, Campbell Muir, Jacob Gregg and Zach Jenrick remains on field at the moment. Campbell Muir is switching with Zach as we speak. Working hard for their metres now. Sankey, that's a nice ball to Moore. And he's isolated with no half in place. He'll have to put the ball through the hands.
Oh.
Richter, though, sharp off his feet. But Moffat was there to make the touch.
There's not many to beat him, and he nearly did it. That was scary.
Oh, he's a talent, this young kid. And these changes continue to flow for the Colts. It must be hard to defend. You got this 6 players on the field, and then you see the next one's coming on. You're going, oh my God.
A tough scene, isn't it? Oh my days.
And that one will be called forward.
Barty not too happy with that by the looks of it. It looked very flat. As we all throw it, it all looks flat when it comes out of our own hands.
It's always flat.
Yeah.
Always flat. Nice work there from Richter. Link up with Griggs down the sideline. Better flow coming out of the box this time around for the Storm as Deacon tries to get away from Sen. They come up and make the touch. Nice work. Matty Moore can't get away. Good touch in the end. Alex Kellum was comfortable there. Had to make a couple of back-to-back touches. Held his space and nerve pretty nicely there in the middle. Here he is rolling forward as he heads over to the box to get a breather. And Ryan Moffat gets away from one defender. Has another touch. Hooper does the same. Plays it in the middle. Sean Hooper goes forward for them again. Brown picks up. Goes flat and hard.
Ooh.
Didn't come out of the hands as cleanly as he would have liked.
That's the play, though, they need to keep running. They've run that twice already, and, you know, they've obviously scored off a passive link as well, plus also a long ball. So that's the plays they want to keep running in and just conditioning that link just to come in further so they can throw it. They Storm roll into the last for fifth, and they've got 3-on-2 there if you keep going. Oh, and found the gap.
How about that? Slicing through between the defenders, Benny Ross. Nice finish, had work to do.
It's the one you're after to get to stem the bleeding, as we were talking about earlier. Yeah, that's a great hole, and then just gassed him.
Yeah. You'd be pretty happy with that. Look over your shoulder, see 2 Colts players down on the deck. As Benny Ross slices in between.
Comfortable.
Got some good feedback from the crowd there as well.
Plenty of it. Ball.
Wow.
I mean, you go and do that, and they go the other end and throw a long ball, and it takes the sting off things, doesn't it?
Big time. The air out of the balloon. You're up and about. You just want to defend this next set. Before you know it, they're pointing to the spot yet again.
Key player matchup, AC. Very, very well known for that long ball, and that was a perfect example of why.
So Colts back in front by 2. Storm will be looking to keep that margin respective coming to the halftime break. Pretty similar to the first game that these 2 teams played. There was the 2 tries in it going into halftime. Storm definitely in the match. They don't want to let this one get away from them towards the back end. 4.5 to go here in the first.
I'm off pleading for the ball in the middle there. That one just forward out the hands slightly, and that's the options that they want to keep throwing at the Colts. If anything that's really going to pull them up is just that continuous outball play, and we've seen 2 tries so far and two very good holes. As God, Colts sweep on really easy there and see if they can pull anything off for last. Brown picks up to the link. Gas in the out. Kills it in the corner.
Still a good set, isn't it? I like that nice early release from Brown.
Absolutely.
As well. Still gives them an opportunity. Adams running onto the footy at the same time. Makes best result. If you can't score points, finish it off.
Makes them finish it in the corner. Gives them a lot of pressure to get out of their box as well. As we come into 4th touch for last.
And just looking for something at the moment. The Storm coming into the last touch as Deacon has to try to use his footwork. 2 Colts there. Pretty comfortable to make the touch. Just fell away from them on touch 4 and 5 there from the Storm. And they've got to react here in defence. As Jacobs makes the touch around the halfway line. And Moffat gets it to the 10 metre. Now Ryan, ball out in front. As Condon plays it, steps in. Alarm bell's ringing. This time feeds it out the back to Hayden Moffat, who links up with Butler. They're going to bring it back though. Touch and pass, just couldn't quite get that final pass away. You could just see it all unfolding before your eyes.
Yep. I think it was a case of deja vu for a second there. He's got no one there. That's half.
There's a bit of finger pointing going on. Any confusion. I didn't mind that set. They went away from the box this time. They've tried it already in the first half and they picked up some good meters and probably just caught in two minds. And just because you're in your own half, you're like, this is risky. But we saw how quick he was there, Benny Ross, to be able to go and tow. And it was almost there for him to take, but he was a little bit hesitant to do it. And when your dad's the coach as well, and you
don't want to get it wrong.
A basting on the way home in the car. Thought, no, I'm going to hold on to this one.
There will be no trip through McDonald's. You will not be passing go or collecting your 200, that's for sure.
No ice cream for you tonight, young man. Now they got away with one down the sideline here. It looked like there might have been a no-touch. It was claimed from Alex Condon as well. Coming into the last touch. Moore, he's had enough of this one. As Chase gets touched out here on their right-hand side of the field. Matters plays it. And Sankey was trying to return serve with the no-touch call. Referees continue to play on. And they played on the Storm's 10-metre line. Back in the middle again as Brown picks up left foot. Short was looking for that little wraparound play. Good defence though from the Storm. And they put it through the hands. And changes have been frequent from both teams. And the pace this game's been played tonight. Deacon plays it. Moore has a look out the back. And they come across and make the touch there on Cooper Clark.
It's good defence there from Kalis Brown again. As we come in with a minute to go in the first half. It doesn't look like Colts have got out of third gear yet. There was a little bit where, they were kind of a bit worried and Storm had the foot down a little bit. And it just looks a bit, oh my God, that's out of the playbook, isn't it?
Oh, shut the gates. Look at it open up here. The Moffat boys linking up. And they finish it off as well. We'll start it. We'll put the icing on the cake. We'll blow the candles out while we're there.
That's disgusting. That made me sick. Clean that little O straight through, split the middles, and well, the C's parted again. And he's worn his sunscreen tonight, Ryan Moffat, by the looks of things, but he's
glowing, isn't he?
He's glowing. Yep.
Now they've gotten away from him though with Ross and off the fingertips. They turn it away again. They saw some space down that left-hand side of the field.
They make the hardest things look so mundane, don't they?
Yeah, it's quite the combination of the two Moffat brothers, and both teams have had enough here in this first half. They're going to make their way over to the sideline, recoup. Just a little dagger into the heart there of the Storm coming into the break with the late try right before half-time. Sees the Colts go in front 5-2. Similar again, we're seeing Storm compete. They keep competing, but they're just getting beaten by class at the moment.
Yeah, and look, every try that Country Club Colts have scored so far, they've just made it look way too easy. And as I was saying before, it doesn't really look like they've got out of third gear. They've had their worries on the line as well, but no, very good outfit from Country Club, and obviously credit to Southern Storm. They're playing quite well as well to keep them, within 3. 5-2 at half-time.
Yeah, it's been a good first half. We'll take a quick break here and come back with all the second half action here. Round 8 of the Metro Cup.
This grass looks smart, and it's tough enough to handle whatever you throw at it. So it stays looking smart. Tip Tough Hybrid Bermuda, the smart grass.
Welcome back to the Metro Cup. We're at the halftime here in our opening match here of round 8. Halftime score, the Country Club Colts are defending champs in front. They're up by 3, 5-2 is the halftime score. You can see the Southern Storm huddle there. Their coach Chris Ross giving their last minute instructions. Matty Moore as well, their captain, one of the players we highlighted as well, was pretty vocal at the halftime break. Just some little simple things, that they're looking to work on here coming into the second 20.
Yeah, and I think he hit the nail on the head very early doors in his speech there. He said, this is a team that is not afraid to throw the ball long. They compared them to obviously other teams in the competition and how they're going to defend that and what they're going to do when they're on the line as well. And he highlighted a really good point there, is that they are not afraid to throw a long ball and they will hit it every time. So they obviously just need to adjust that a little bit in the defence and put a little bit more pressure on them early and see if they can stem the bleeding.
And for the Colts, it's just more of the same, isn't it? Everything that they seem to be doing at the moment is working.
Yep.
Just keep going back to the well.
Yeah, just absolutely. You stick to it. If it ain't, the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, class team, class outfit, the Colts, and expect them now. They're 3 up. Probably not a position where they thought they would be coming into this game. Obviously, referring back to the last game that they played, they're only 2 down, and obviously put the foot down in the second half. And I would definitely expect them to come out and definitely put the foot down.
Match to follow in the Women's Premier will be the Gold Coast taking on the Southern Storm. Talking about class outfits, it's been another great season for the Southern Storm. They've been the bridesmaids the last few years against the UQ Rebels, but they're at the top of the table at the moment. And they're looking good, and they'll be looking for another strong performance coming up next.
Yeah, it's not nice to be bridesmaids a few years in a row, that's for sure.
Back to back. You want to be the bride, you want to have the wedding.
It's a tough scene.
Watched it twice.
Yeah, it is a tough scene.
Young team, geez, they got so much talent, and it's all clicking for them at the moment. We mentioned coming into the start of this match as well, they're coming off a draw in their last game as well. Still not a loss. They're going to take plenty of things. If you want to have those type of matches, it's around round 7, and now I think we might see him just start to really tighten things up coming into the finals.
Absolutely, I think
He'll dictate things here again. Out to Bartz, who just takes this moment to link in, and nothing there for them.
I reckon he's going to call that 6 to go. Do it.
Yeah, sideline Zach Jenrick, they're going to get that hand up there. It's a hard one. Like, he probably technically got his hands on the ball. The Colts don't deserve to keep the footy after that set. Them's the breaks. Still can't get your hands on the footy.
Very simultaneous it was.
Now Condon, just pushes Moffat out of the way. I won't be acting half, he says.
Don't be there.
Get out of there. Now give me the footy back. And I'll go flat to Hooper. Nice touch there. Crawford again coming in from the wing. Last touch, one to make here from the Storm. They still don't want the Colts to have an opportunity to throw the footy around. They end up sending it over there to field 2.
Good breather. Couple of options there for the Colts first set. It's good signs. Obviously not how they wanted. I just thought that was ball down, and that one too. Risque early doors for the Storm.
They have to make changes around behind their own 10-metre line. There's a little snatch at it there from Crawford as well. Manages to get it away to Matty Moore now. As Jacobs, what a beautiful flick. Moore.
Pick the ball, AC. Run.
He almost would have just taken it away. The smart option.
I think he wants a sub box.
Absolutely. I am not running.
Yeah.
50 metres downfield, no thank you.
That's a great play.
Here's Davidson. Moffat punches through the middle, just rips one hard and out to Ken Adams. Nice touch from Jacobs.
No.
Nice slicing away.
He's so hard to catch. Like off a start, like a stop start. Okay, he's got that much pace. That's ball down. That's not the mistake they want to have coming out of their half, especially when you've got a Moffat on the field.
Here he is. Comes back into Adams. Sean Hooper makes his way onto the field. And they'll burn a couple of touches. They're in prime attacking position. Here the Colts. They played on the 7 with Adams. Flat ball out of half. He puts the ball in one hand.
That's down.
And they're going to point to the spot. They just look like they caught a little bit flat-footed on the line. Probably weren't expecting Adams to punch through, but good experience there from Kenny Adams. Just saw the space, put the ball in one hand, and he was through.
Wily old fox. He's still got it. Kenny, that just made that look way too easy there on the link. Just caught him napping and extends that lead out to 4 now.
6-2.
Oh, hey.
Richter almost slicing through. Here's Sankey. And Richter on the sweep. Hooper sends him back out to the 7. Richter will go again. Back in field, Sankey rips long the space. Players there on skates and slipping all over the place. For the Storm, Butler doesn't get away from the first defender. Nice touch. Over the mark. They're looking to get the footy. And the Colts are still trying to get players on the field and back into position. Now short ball. Deacon takes him on himself. That's close. He thought it was pretty close as well there, Bailey.
I thought there was 7 on for a second there. Weird.
I was starting to count. Clearly can't count to 6. There was never 7 on.
Oh, yeah.
Colts got it all under control. As Deacon sent it about the back. They got the touch on him before the pass was thrown.
It was a great hold there on the wing there by Kane Franks, just to really make sure that there was no need for that cut as soon as he went through from half, and as he gets another penalty as well. He's doing it all tonight, he is. Great defence, smart play and attack, gets him up the field.
Now Butler flat-footed. The players running onto the footy now. They're setting up from Condon, but they go away now and send. Goes through the hands. Kellum bouncing around now. They play it. And outside that 7. Sen comes off the right foot. Goes to Adams again. He's almost in. Looking for back-to-backs. Sankey on the first. It's been good tonight for the Storm.
See, the energy's picked up a little bit here from both teams. They're starting to get into the grind of the game now. There's only been 1 touchdown so far in this first 6 minutes, so expect a lot of running for the next 5.
Nothing there for them. Oh, this is going to be a penalty.
Doesn't want a bar of it, Zach.
Yeah. Might have been incidental. On his way back to get onside there. And Benny Ross. I'll give the benefit of the doubt on that one.
That's what we think, at least, anyway.
Now Hooper. Skipper's back on.
Oh, no.
Moffat to Moffat. And in the corner. We've called it already. The refs will point to the spot. 7th try of the game.
They ran a little O in the first half to get that link offside. Then they just ran the opposite of that in an A to get him offside again. And they're just diving deep into the book of Moffat. And it's just making it too easy at the moment.
It's a deep book. Many chapters. Got all the tricks.
You reckon they get bored at home and then just start...
Oh, 100%.
You know,
drawing it up. Getting the glasses out on the kitchen table.
yeah, that's it. Knives and forks.
Penalty here for the Storm. Not moving forward off the line there, the Country Club. Pretty good, their discipline on the line. And see how they go here defending a full set of 6. Richter, right foot. Wow. This kid. Holy dooly.
Right. Okay.
Sit
That
back
hurt.
and drink this in.
That hurt to watch. A little splitter play and then
Bank.
Oh,
Poor old Sean Hooper. Skating.
yeah. That's lovely.
Nice little try there from the Storm. Their 3rd of the game. 7-3 the score. Here's Matters. Gets in half. Brown. He's got quick feet too.
Oh, yeah, right, okay.
Sends him back. And a little Bo Peep up at the ref as well. It was pretty close. Matters right foot, and they got him covered this time.
I think he was looking for that middle to be slightly offside then, and to be quite personal, I thought he was, but lovely little O players. Storm have found some legs here to get down to the 10 on the 4th touch.
A good set, and they've transitioned nicely. Sankey kicks away. As Glecken comes up to make the touch. Now Chase puts the footwork on. Has that big contact. Yeah, they come across and make the touch on him. Good set of 6 there from the Storm. The full distance.
That's probably nearly their best set of the evening.
And Sankey comes up to make the touch. They're working hard for their meters in this set of 6. They're responding defensively as well, the Storm. Couple of touches to make. They play it on the Storm 10 now. And away, players offside. Back on the inside to Davidson. Well, that was so good for 4 touches. You just got to keep going those back end. Yeah, it was lovely work, wasn't it? Callum again, who's been really involved here in the second half particularly.
Yeah, he does love a half run, AK. As soon as the problem with that as well is as soon as he finds that gap, he will find it, run through it, and there will be no one that will run him down. It'd be like Pride of Jenny taking off, and you'll never see him again. But it's just as soon as he finds a gap, it's gone, and he only had to find David Sen there at the end to make it 5 up again.
Here's Matty Moore. 360, can't get away from the defending touch. Jackson from half shows it.
Ball.
Great ball out in front. Gee whiz. We've seen some good ball playing tonight. That is one of the best there. Bowman Jackson Jacobs, who hasn't had too many opportunities. You can just see him trying to inject himself into the game. Well, he did it right here.
Just simple pick up 4 on 3, and the winger is running a brilliant J line there just to make sure he gets right on the outside of him. And
Butler's going, where is it? Where is it? Ball hits the deck.
Storm have found legs here in the last 5 minutes. There's a lot more intent with their running just to get it up to that halfway on third touch, and it gives them just that extra 10 metres that they need so desperately as they come into 5th and last here. Look for that link hole. Brown finds it. That's the lane you want. There wouldn't have been many that would have ran him down.
Again, like you said, it was a great set, and it's good to see from this young team again, down by 4.
To go again.
They're almost slicing in. But to respond and continue to compete, there's not much too more from a coaching perspective that you can ask from a young team like that.
No, not at all.
Still 9 or so minutes to go on this one. Richter somehow gets through to the in-goal area, just needs someone to link up with him. Looked like they came across to make the touch in the end. Are they going to get a penalty here, the Storm? Might have been a bit of contact off the ball. So Generic will give the penalty here to the Storm. Yeah, a bit of contact.
Bit of holding. Yeah. Probably needed to be fair. He gassed poor Ryan Moffat and then got in the in-goal. I wouldn't want to give him the ball again.
Now Benmore, left foot, thank you.
Staying in at the Storm.
Yeah, back down to 3. There's still 8 minutes to go. This has been a really good 5 or so minutes here for the Storm.
That's it. You know, we were talking about it before, that just that intent, there was just a bit more intent coming out of their half, you know, in the last 5 minutes than there have been all game. And it's shown because they've scored 2 and they've stayed in it.
Big defensive set for them here. You saw that in the first half. They got tries. The Colts will just go back down and score and just take all the air out of the balloon. They're looking for a big defensive stop here. They got sweeping players coming around. Bart tries to burrow in underneath. They make the touch. Looks like he thought he had him.
I thought he did too from up here.
Bartsy. They go down the short side. Lacken, job well done there from the Southern Storm. Big tick in the box. Let's see how they go with this. An attacking set of 6. You might see the Colts start to react a little bit defensively as well. No doubt they can feel a little bit of a momentum shift here in favour of the Storm. It's been a pretty good start to the set though for them. And they send it out to Crawford. Happy to throw the footy around at the moment. As Jackson plays it coming into the last. Matt Moore picks up. Nice little short ball. Deep again sends it over and Butler picks it off. Again, they're running downfield nicely and putting the Colts under a little bit of pressure here to start their set, but they've jumped the gun.
Just when it was looking good, there was that 5-10 minutes there worth of pressure that they were doing, and just wheels seemed to fall off a little bit there in defence. But if they can keep going like that for the next 6 minutes, not even the next 6, the next 3, Colts may have to get out of third gear.
Ooh, loose ball back in the middle. Referee's play on. As Adams takes on, goes short side. Nice touch. As they come back to play the mark with Kellum.
Oh, dear.
Sen again just almost creates numbers. They just come up to make the touch in time. It's always dangerous on the 5th play. You think only one more touch to make. We've got that covered. Before you know it, you can get exposed.
That's it.
Sankey again. Inside ball to Geiger. Clark plays it. Here's Richter. He's either man to open him up. Yet again, goes short ball, beautiful ball to Moore. Throws it even better one to Richter. He goes no look past the Matt Geiger. Shut their gates. Try of the night. Try of the season, potentially. That is unbelievable footy from this young Southern Storm team.
Wow. Like, you can't write that stuff. Like, the hold up all the ball in the middle here. They get it out to their star player. Goes out to the middle. Drags it out. Send shuts. And while the hole opens up there, he goes, oh, okay, we're out the back door. And then, yeah. Oh, get out. That should be rated R.
They're kids.
Yeah.
These guys are kids. They're in their teens. They're 20 years old. They shouldn't be playing that sort of footy yet.
That's it. And there has been a considerable change. Not just it. Oh, no touch there. Oh. I'll have my badge, please, and thank you.
That hurts them, doesn't it? Just little things like that. It just shows the experience levels of the Colts at that part of the field. Why not try to go for it? It's not really going to hurt you if the referees say to play on in that instance. And now, though,
oh no,
a little forward pass.
They get the reprieve that they need there. The Storm, they had a little mistake on this side of the field, and they just happened to catch the link. There was a forward pass off the ruck, I believe. There's just been a little momentum change here.
Storm down by 2. Right in this game, 4 minutes to go. No half in place there. Tahara Chase. Sankey. Feeds it to Moffat. You don't want to throw risky balls that you don't have to. They were there to make the touch, but Colts here starting their set. Around their 10-metre line. Get some changes. Again, that one
was questionable.
Flat at best. They continue to play on now. Ken Adams will play it. And Kellum comes back in field to Sen. We've got quite in the combination. Here's Sen and Kellum. Doesn't look like they're quite in position now as they get good contact.
Yep.
Too much.
Yep.
Last touch.
It's not the one you need and not on the touch you want it.
They can obviously identify the threat of Brown coming into the last touch. And in return, they're going to have to defend for a full set of 6 here in the Southern Storm. This could be the game on the line for them. They can't leak points. They come back out again. Kellum in the half, short side. Geez, these balls are pretty flat from half, and they pick it up this time. They might even just call touch, and they're going to get marched downfield. And they tried to slow them up there, the Colts.
Just a little bit skittish at the moment, the Colts. I think it's starting to get to them a little bit here. You've got 2 minutes to go on what is only a rolling Storm team. They're only going to roll into a lot more here.
Yep, Benny Moore picks up, goes out the back. Jackson, nothing there for him. Time will probably be a factor now for the Southern Storm. Under 2.5 to go.
It's a thing, do you park the bus, protect the lead, or do you just try and build on it? It's a decision you got to make.
Moffat plays it. Matters. Condon goes down. Bart's space to work with here for Butler. Had to reach in for the footy. They just got to come up and make the touch. They did pretty well there to hold the space. Not allowing Butler to link up. They get the penalty. Let's the Storm get some changes onto the park, so they've got their full complement of 6 players. They'll tap on their 10-metre line here with Clark.
They need to score this set. There's no other way around it. They need to score this set.
Here's Moore. Just rolling downfield. Seconds though washing away from the clock at the moment. Coming into the last. Moore has a look. There's nothing there. Still manages to get away from Ryan Moffat. Takes off again and Moffat has to come back at him. Oof.
That's right. I think that touch just won them the game.
That was a big one. He almost looked like he was beaten there for a second, Ryan Moffat. Pretty calm. Comes across and makes the touch again on Matty Moore. Now Glacken, Hooper. As Hayden Moffat picks up, has a look up. Glacken, oh, they made no contact. They could tell the threat there of Hayden Moffat. The most dangerous person on the field's the man with the footy in his hands.
They weren't looking at him. Moffat picks up 4 on 3, gives a short ball, and everyone goes, oh, Moffat's got the ball. Oh, no, he hasn't. He sold all of them candy.
Oh, it's unfortunate. Gee whiz, it's been some sort of second half performance here from the Storm.
Yeah, look, definitely full credit to them. They've stayed in this a long way, and they've really put it. No, stop it!
This kid's a freak. He's an absolute freak.
And that'll do us. Look at this. As if he hasn't done anything this evening. He goes, oh, that'll do. Has he got anything else in that? That's out of the book of Moffat. That's unreal.
Well, quite the game here in the end where it looked like coming into that halftime break, Country Club really starting to stretch away, but they can really hold their heads up on that second half performance. They made a game of it there, that's for sure. A couple of things go their way and a try at the death. Who knows what could have happened, but again, this Country Club Colts team, they just do what they need to do to get wins at the end of the game. They keep that undefeated streak going.
That's it. They're a very gritty team, the Colts, and they come away with a deserved win with how they play the first and second half. But honestly, full credit to Storm. You know, that to stay within 2 of that team the whole way through the game and to play like they did. Yeah, it's a surprise that they're not a lot higher.
Yep. We've got Women's Premier action coming up next. Gold Coast taking on the Southern Storm. We'll take a quick break here from Whites Hill and we'll be back with all the action.
This grass looks smart, and it's tough enough to handle whatever you throw at it, so it stays looking smart. Tip Tough Hybrid Bermuda, the smart grass.
Welcome back to the Metro Cup. We're in round 8 of the competition, getting towards the back end of the season now. We're into the Women's Premier match and the Southern Storm, top of the table, Southern Storm taking on the Gold Coast in our next match. Like we touched on earlier on in the men's, pretty much the exact same setup as what we had in our men's game. We've got the top team here in the Southern Storm taking on the Gold Coast, still searching for that first victory of the competition. Again, another big performance, big match needed here from the Coast. As you can take a look at the ladder, they are on equal points with Country Club, so it is important. Looks like they might have a bye still up their sleeve, though, the Country Club team. So who knows? Anything can happen. It's a tight competition. Really, any one of these teams can knock any of the other ones off on any given week. So, who knows? But Gold Coast, big effort tonight.
That's it. And the Gold Coast, obviously, they're tying with Country Club Colts down at the bottom of the table there. But I still wouldn't count them out of this one. You know, they're obviously coming up against a very strong Southern Storm team, as well as we can see the Gold Coast team on the screen there at the moment. You know, there's still a lot of talent in this young side as well, so be definitely a team to watch moving forward.
Yeah, definitely. The Southern Storm, like you mentioned, sitting on top of the table, 5 wins and a draw. That draw coming last week, 6-all against Brothers. And both of these two teams, as we take a look at the Southern Storm lineup, coaches David Craze and Wayne Grant. Yeah, both teams played each other in round 3. The Storm won that one 4-0, so it's a pretty tight contest. Not too many points in that one, and we've called the Gold Coast team a number of times throughout the competition, and they have been in the games, particularly up until half-time. There's only been like 1 or 2 tries in it, and it's just been towards the back end of the second half that games have gotten away from them. Would have been reflected in that round 3 fixture as well, the 4-0 final score. So full 40-minute performance needed tonight from them if there are any chance of winning this one.
Absolutely. I think, obviously to be a complete team and coming up against a complete team that is the Southern Storm, you do need to go the full 40 minutes. You do need to go with them, and you do need to stay on that grind. It's going to be a long game of touch football, but you know, any team can do it on their day, and I really think they're a good chance tonight.
We've got the first tap-off as well to kick-start us here. And it's round 8 fixture in the Women's Premier Division. Let's see what they go with. Little set play from the tap-off, no doubt, from the coast. So come back in the middle of the field. They'll pull the defence back out. Switching players around. Nice little sweep play as well. Beautiful ball out in front. We had a bit going on there from the tap off the coast. I liked it.
There's lots going on there. The winger was open there. It's obviously just a pity they couldn't finish that one off. But yeah, good early signs.
First touch of the footy here for the Storm. As Ward comes in field to Gleeson. Here's Emily Ward again looking for some offside players. They'll go back and play it on the mark. Now coming into the last touch of the set. Carney back towards, switching in, still ball in hand. No, the touch was made as the pass was being thrown.
Yeah, good defence from Gold Coast there, good sliding defence. Very good read. Good signs from both teams at the moment there.
Yeah, nice start from both our two teams tonight. Good first touches with the footy. You always want to start off strong in your first set of 6. It can set the tone for the half. It can set the tone for the whole game. You soon know early, don't you, when you have that first touch of the footy, like, oof, we're either on tonight or, oh, geez, we've got some work to do here. Both teams have made a pretty strong start. Didn't pick up too many metres. Sends it off to Muir. They come back to Ward. Nice short ball. Great footy from the Storm.
Great touch.
Oh, the coaching staff like that one in the Storm box as well. Why wouldn't you? That is a great set of 6 there from the Storm, and an even better finish on the back of it.
Absolutely. They ran out the first set of the game there. As they go out, they drag the middle out. They run a little rooster play, ball in the out, and their holes just seem to open up there. And it's a perfect example why you always run the ball, no matter what.
Ash Carney scores the first try here for the Southern Storm. Gold Coast now on their 7-metre line, looking to hit back. There. Robust. And having a crack at the line. And late switch on the back end of it. They're pretty comfortable to close the set out. And Storm will restart with Muir. Now they play through the middle. Here on the second touch. Put the ball through the hands. Nice ball back inside to the try scorer, Ash Carney. He comes over for a breather. Plays offside here for the Coast. Danger signs again coming into the last touch. Nice pick up, hop, skip and a jump. Nicola into the in-goal area looking, and nice coverage in the end there from the Gold Coast.
It's very good defence there, the Gold Coast as well. The holes just seem to open up in the middle of the field again as it did on their previous try, but They just seem to be able to hold them off in the end.
Gold Coast will get some changes onto the field now. As they come against the grain, slinging across the sideline from Eldridge. Storm winning the territory battle at the moment. And the set of 6 started here on the 10. Through the hands they go. It's almost like rinse and repeat here for the Storm, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Control C and Control V at the moment. Copy and paste.
Now Neville plays it. Little bump ball again. That's pretty much again. Similar little bump ball.
That's it.
Quick hands. Link running outside in. They covered him that time around the coast. So good response though after having it put on the first time to be able to identify it. Come in a little bit tighter in defence.
Absolutely, and yet the credit to the winger out here as well. She read that nice and early, and obviously unfortunate they make a mistake there, but the previous play they ran that, the winger was just slightly a step back and they scored. She's slightly a step further ahead and stops what could have also been a certain try. So it's a key thing with touches, being able to learn things on the run that the opposition are doing and being able to stop them at some point. Gold Coast are doing that well at the moment.
Now Muir, they're making changes here. The Storm again, another one coming off, so they're just having to burn touches until they can get their 6 players into position. And they'll be thereabouts now coming into the last touch. Sweeping coming around the back with Carney. Nice defence there from the coast there for her. They have the sweeper coming around the back. Looping ball over the top. Punching through the holes.
That was they're throwing opportunities and chances at them as well. They're creating a lot of things at the moment, the Gold Coast, and it's good signs. I would be going away and straying away from what they're doing at the moment. It's really, really good stuff.
Here's Neville. Gets away from the first defender. And take another one forward here as Nicola picks up from half. Takes off now, gets away from the retrieving defence, and a great recovery in the end. Make the touch on the boots. Good defence there from the Gold Coast, just held the nerve.
The whole team subbing at the moment. They've called for the full 6. They got the halfway on third touch there. Very good roll at the moment. They do need a half here. They pick up for 5th and last. They're the long side. Oh, did she?
Oh.
I thought there was air in that.
Yeah, Neville making the touch in the middle. Lucky there was contact. Showed a nice clean pair of heels. Ella Watkins. And she is lightning quick. Here's Ward. Over the 10-metre line of the coast. Muir will play it coming into the last. Carney has a look up. Nice ball out in front. One-on-one battle down the sideline and they skip away.
He's an absolute peach. Just to find the winger there on the out. They run that rooster play again that they've gone back to type, and everyone, all of the Gold Coast defenders are in, so she lets rip and finds a winger perfectly.
And Charlotte Vandermeer scoring the second try here for the Storm. Lovely ball from Carney. Scored the first, sets the second up.
Can Gold Coast throw something at them here?
Here's Eldridge who plays it.
Want a 3-point.
Yeah, back to the open side. McLaren. His touch. Last touch here of the set. Looping ball. Still no contact made. They come up now and close the set of 6 out. And Gleeson on the first. Wood puts it through the hands. Muir. Have to come back to the mark.
Nearly ended up in the commentary booth there, but didn't pull out the brakes.
There's Kureishi, the international superstar from Japan. As Forbes comes back in field, it's still playing on at the moment. Kureishi dances, coming to the last touch. Nicola picks up, nice little short ball. They're punching through holes nicely again. Lovely ball on the back of it. And Lily Neal scores in the corner. And almost fell apart from him. Nothing going on again. Kureishi involved, just dancing away, getting away from one defender. Just gets him back on the front foot again to have another attacking raid on the back end of the set.
Just great listening as well. You know, just knowing and having that patience that it was only fourth touch, knowing that it was that fourth touch and finding that half there, and to be able to set up that long ball to the other side. It's very good touch football, very good finishing.
Up by 3 now, the Storm. Flexing their muscles yet again in this one. Still 8 minutes to go here in the first. Oh, space galore out here for the Coast. Sometimes too much time, too much space can go against you.
Yep. If you start thinking about it too much and the old what ifs come out, it is what it is at the end of the day. But
what's the best thing to do in that situation as we see the Storm now under a little bit of pressure? This is a good response here from the Storm. Do you run towards the space? Is it better just to let the ball do the work?
It's a read thing, as we see fifth and last pick up the run from half into six touch. Good defence from Gold Coast. It's one of those things the first thing you need to do is not panic. If you panic and you start making decisions that you don't need to make against someone that's not really, against a defence that isn't really making decisions themselves, that sort of throws a spanner in the works that doesn't need to be there. So if you just not panic and actually run at the space, as we go for fifth and last here, the Gold Coast, you run at the space and let the defence make decisions on you, makes your job a lot easier. Because then you can read from that. And the switch was the right play there, as we saw the middle was beat. But it was just having that little second longer to think about it.
Storm straight back to work here. As Gleeson comes out. Russell, short ball. Muir, looping ball out of the hands. Did a great job, Vandermeer, to hold that. Cut in field, get in between defenders at the same time. There's a bit of a wobbly old ball out of the hands.
The ball would be starting to get a little bit harder to hold now.
Gold Coast working for their metres in this set. McLaren now puts a foot down. They earn themselves a penalty. A relieving one as well. 6 touches here down the Storm's end of the field for Gold Coast. Try here will just give them a little spark. Still only 3 tries in the game.
Just need that something coming into half-time here.
And they take them on again. Watkins will come back and play it on the 7-metre line.
The good thing is they're not dying with the ball. They're creating chances. They're having a crack, and they're really asking questions of the Southern Storm defence.
Sampson plays it. Out the back they go, and they come up and make the touch on Eldridge. They're throwing options, though. They're working to shape there off the back end of the set. All we can do is ask the questions. I'd rather see them try those type of things and them not come off and then keep it static and just play it flat in the middle of the field.
Absolutely, and that's because of that pressure there as well. It's very good defence from Gold Coast to make sure they just had that little bit of extra pressure they needed. This will be the set to go, hopefully, 3-1 into the first half. Did she go short side?
Yeah, Plath down the right-hand side. I like that from the start. Linking up with Sampson. Smart footy, saw some space to work with. Give it a crack, particularly if you've got a set of wheels. Now they're looking to sweep. Eldridge kicks away and goes down that short side. Isdale now plays it outside a 7-metre line. Back in field. They come yet again. Watkins dancing. Good contact on it. Sampson goes flat. They play short and middle here. They might bring it back for a forward pass.
It's a good option there, though, as well, that little phase play. I think it caught the middles off guard a little bit there. They had to come back short side and not made a mistake in the middle. It could have been worrying signs.
Forcing the Storm to throw the footy around again. Players coming up. Intermediate on the sideline. She'll follow the footy here and go from half. Muir makes her way onto the field, shows it once, links up with Carney, and comes back towards Meg Muir. They got all their numbers on the right. And there's a little mistake. And no touch made.
Yeah. God, geez, that's smart, being able to do that on the run. I'll struggle enough making a touch, let alone pulling out of a touch as
When
it
you're
is.
on the back foot, sometimes I think when you're on the back foot, particularly down that end of the field, it's almost like the attacker doesn't make the contact on you.
Yeah.
Too gassed to even get your hand out.
Correct.
It's been a little sneaky pull away. The Gold Coast come downfield. They're working hard in this one here, the Coast, looking for their first points of the game.
Yeah, they're definitely not out of it at the moment. Jeez, that's good hands. They're not out of it at the moment, the Coast. They keep playing to what they're doing at the moment. The opportunities will come.
Carusi looping a ball across the field to Nicola. Now Charlie looks to get away. There's a touch being claimed backfield.
Yeah, Freshy's called it.
Kaylee Robust makes the touch there on Charlie Nicola. Here she is again. Switching, and nothing there on the final touch. Deacon Haig ducks the head coming into the first touch. McLaren picks up good metres. The third touch, and they're just shy of the halfway line here, the Gold Coast. No half in place. They get there now, and Sampson links up in the middle. We've got 4 players here on the left-hand side. Nice little short ball. And a good touch there as well. Chloe Nicola closes out the set there for the Southern Storm. 2 to go.
Yeah, two minutes to go, as you said, and they're throwing good options at them. They have been for the last 18 minutes. It's just we just haven't been able to get them enough offside. As we're off and racing.
Yeah, Nicola down the sideline. Just held off it. Really didn't have that much room to work with, but half a centimetre is all she needs.
That's it. I reckon that play there started about 5 minutes ago, and purely just because the Storm had conditioned this box side's winger and the link just to come in a little bit more as they're subbing. And as soon as they come in far enough, they go down the side with a little sneak. It's good touch football.
So up by 4. That was the full-time score. And these two teams met in round 3. And Storm are there already. Gold Coast come back on the inside. It was out of the hands forward. You could see what they were trying to do. It was actually there straight away. It was just, if it was thrown straight away and that one step behind, they probably would have got through the middle there, I reckon.
Yeah, there would have been a bit of trouble there in the middle, but done well, the Coast, to keep where they are.
This is relentless though from the Storm. Neville, they covered down the left-hand side of the field. Last touch. Oh, sharp off the feet and linking up out the back.
Ow.
Millie Neville. Footwork. Jeez, we've seen some good footwork tonight. These athletes are something else. Look at this. Nothing doing.
0.
Whack.
Yep, that hurt. I've just rolled an
really
ankle.
Nothing you can do as a defender. A lot of the times you beat my footwork by that.
Yeah, that's very good touch football. 5-0. 5 to go.
One last touch here to work with. As Hay slings it back in field. There's been some performance here from the Southern Storm. On top of the table, Southern Storm here in the first half. They're up by 5. Again, it's just that Gold Coast team, gritty. They're working hard for everything they can get, but just pure class here from the Storm.
Yeah, look, you don't get to the top of the table without playing the football like they have at the moment. And, it shows with a 5-0 half-time score, and it's just been clinical on their side of things. But honestly, credit to Gold Coast. They're playing really good footy. They're creating their options. They're doing what they need to do in defence, and I think they're playing really, really well.
Yeah, it's going to take some sort of effort if they can get back into this game. The halftime score here, Southern Storm 5-0 over the Gold Coast.
This grass looks smart, and it's tough enough to handle whatever you throw at it, so it stays looking smart. Tip Tough Hybrid Bermuda, the smart grass.
We're at halftime here in the round 8 fixture between the Southern Storm and the Gold Coast. Storm up by 5. Some performance from them here in the first half. We can see the Gold Coast box over there, which we may mention coming into the first half, or halftime break, I should say. You know, they really showed some good signs there in that first 20 minutes. There was opportunities for them. It just hasn't quite come off, and they just continue to compete set after set. And it's just the class of the Southern Storm team that's the big difference between the two teams at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, full credit, as we were saying, to Gold Coast. They're just playing a gritty brand of touch football. And, you know, staying with is what at the moment is a red-hot team. And, you know, not many people have come close to the Southern Storm at the moment. But they're doing well, Gold Coast. It's just a classy performance from the Storm.
Yeah, you can see their coach there, Lauren Dayberg-Muir, giving some last instructions. Gary Sonder there as well. So we got inducted in the New South Wales Touch Hall of Fame during the week, I believe. And New South Welshmen making their way up to Queensland to live now. And just another one on the list, seeing the light.
Too many of that.
There's a few up there. We need to get some border control going on, I think.
Yeah.
One of the great men's there. Gaz, here he is.
Should have done that back in 1992.
So a big 20 minutes to come here from the coast. You mentioned a win is important for them. Still 3 rounds to go. They're on equal points with the Country Club Colts. They've still got a bye to come, though. The Colts, a win will sort of get them back at that level pegging. They did play the Colts last round, had a heavy-ish loss, 7-2, I think the final score was there. But all of a sudden, if you can just get some wins, this one might be away from them. 5 tries, pretty hard to reel back. If they can just reduce the margin, win the second 20 minutes here, that's going to be important. Who knows what can happen? Get a win next week, get some momentum, bring it in. They might still be a chance of getting into that 4th position coming into the finals.
That's it. And look, at the end of the day, the further that they do get ahead, the harder the mountain is to climb. So I suppose for the moment, Storm will be looking just to come out quick and just come out, put one or two more on them, just to really put them to the sword and see if they can respond. But I think Gold Coast, if they just come out and play the way that they did in the first half and just play that consistent brand of touch football and, you know, go with them as much as they can and try and stem the bleeding, then it won't be much in that this second half.
Yeah, well, best place that you can catch up with all the Metro Cup action is on the BMTA website, social media pages as well. I have all the information. They do cool videos in the lead up to each round. And it's getting to the crunch point of the season now. Finals not too far away. And Storm here have the first touch of the footy in the second half. They go straight to work with Carney. There's players down on the deck, and yeah, this is a good call. Looked like it might have been Gold Coast players offside initially. They will get the penalty here for the offside, but she did make it back to an onside position to make the touch, but it was just interfering and being offside in the first instance that gives the penalty away.
There was lots happening there. There were switches, there were blockers as they run a link sweeper here, and it looks like she might have dropped that.
Yeah, I think you might have the call right as Muir just a little bit ginger getting back to her feet. It's a tough carry, the footy, isn't it? Running onto the ball, just head down, diving in at the line, cover defence coming across. There's knees, there's legs, there's arms, there's elbows.
Yeah, it looks like it's an elbow. She's just done down, either an elbow or a shoulder. Don't know. More mail on that later.
We'll keep an eye on Meg Muir. She's over in the sub box at the moment. And we chat with Coach Wayne Grant as the Gold Coast come up with an early error. And their first touch of the footy here in the second half. Nicola links up with Kana, loose ball back on the inside.
It was the chance there for Storm to put another one on them, and it was just a pass that just probably wasn't needed to be pushed at the moment, but it gives a chance for Gold Coast to go the length of the field.
That's nice footwork and good metres. Coley getting the Coast on the front foot. Isdale plays it. McLaren off the sweep. Needed someone to go
anywhere
down there. Didn't get it square. It was just fractionally caught out of position. She's probably expecting the defender to be there, all of a sudden wasn't. Had to run towards where the defender was.
Yeah. I think there's just a little bit of confusion there as well. I think she really wanted to do it quickly, as you see. Oh God, running.
Nice chase though.
Good cover defence. Yeah, it was just one of those ones where you put your hand out and make sure you make the touch, or do they make the touch on you? It was one of those ones that a bit of battle of the wits at the moment, and they seem to have lost that one as they come in. I think it's third touch at the moment.
Here's Archer. Comes off the right foot. Coming into the back end of the set now. Kurushi plays it and just had to slightly reach back for it and try and reel it in there. Jenny Rousel. Sees the Coast get the footy back in their hands. Good start to their set. Just have to hold it up momentarily as replacement plays make their way onto the field. They get their full complement now in position. They have an attacking raid. Let's pick up from half. Nothing there for them on the back of it. Keely Waipuka there on the last touch for the Coast. Storm make it all the way across to their substitution side of the field as Neil has to hold it up for Carney. Ooh, juggle, and lost, but they get the penalty.
That was a needed penalty for them. It hasn't been as clean in this second half at the moment, coming towards their box side for the Storm, but they get a bit of a reprieve there. Oh, trouble.
Now Ward, short side, Carney. Smart. Gets the ball down on the deck. Still a full set of 6 to work with. Muir's back out there. He's shaking off that elbow injury for the time being. Carney plays it a step short of the 7. Receives it back from Ward and sends a beautiful ball out to the left-hand side of the field.
That is an absolute peach again. She's thrown 2 of them this evening so far. I dare say there'd be another one with 15 to go, but they set up for a sweeper here. They 2-step back the long side. And, yeah, that's right on the money.
Vandermeer gets her second for the game. This will show up beautifully. Running onto the footy. Down across the stripe. Try number 6 here for the Southern Storm. Now the Gold Coast.
Oh, they've just repeated the same thing.
Just out of the hands. Slightly forward.
That's the right idea. That was the exact same play they just got scored on. They nearly scored on them with it. Something in the air tonight.
Charlotte Colley out here on the left-hand side. Just going across for the first try here for the Coast. Archer sends them back in field. Charlie Nicola links up with Chloe.
Oh, jam.
Players down on the ground here for the Coast. They'll pop back to their feet now. Coming into the last touch. Archer takes off to the corner. And they come up and make the touch. Robust out there for the Coast. We're in the 23. She's got eyes on the box at the moment. There's Eldridge. Shy of the halfway line. Nice punch there from Sampson. Gets him going forward, coming into the last. Oh, Archer, was she off? Couple of steps in front.
Not happy with that one either. She thought she timed that perfectly. I thought she did too, to be fair. But that's why I'm up here.
Man, just hurts that little bit more when it's the last touch of the set.
Yeah.
When you got pretty much the set of 6 under control up until that point. You get that penalty away. They've given another one away here as well.
It's like a razor scooter to the ankle, isn't it?
Oh, nothing worse. Now they've sliced them open. Nice
They've
support
got
play
one.
as well. And the touch has been made. It was close. Nice work again from Watkins. And comes around on the sweep now. She's lightning quick, and she get away from Neville. And she makes the touch there. A couple of speedsters coming up against each other there. Still touches to work with. Last one for them now. Sampson picks up, rips out long. Nice covering defence there from Lily Neal.
It's another good set there again. They had 3 good chances at the line there, and it's not that they're not creating anything. It's just that they've just been either diving touches or they've just been 50-50 calls that haven't gone their way. So, Gold Coast are doing really, really well.
They're doing pretty well in this set defensively as well. They're coming to the last touch now. It's Gleeson. Turns the footy over. Oh, loose ball. First touch.
There's the razor scooter.
Oh.
It's nothing worse, is there?
Mate,
That or power wing.
Well, I've got 3 young kids. They've all got scooters, and they all hit me in the ankles. I'm dreading tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Out in the backyard.
It's touch 2.
Couple of attacking weapons in the middle here for the Storm. Muir and Kurashi love this field, this part of the field, and this static type of play. They send it back out now to the left-hand side as Muir sweeps. Kana goes away from it.
It was the play again. That was the exact same play that they ran before and scored on in the opposite direction. Just weren't able to complete that one, but the chances are there for both teams.
Coast now working their way towards the halfway line. Nice little pop out, had to reach for it. There's some space and numbers out here on the left-hand side. Nice inside ball, good footy here from the Coast. Coming to the last touch. Robust, they've got all their numbers out here on the right-hand side. Good hands to hold that out. Not a bad set in the end, finished off by Plath.
Absolutely. Good exit. It was a great exit there as well. As Storm are about to do the exact same thing. Good roll here as well, coming at second touch over halfway.
Carney plays it.
I should do it again. Do it again.
Short ball. They play it.
What?
Oh. Players coming outside in, looking for that passive line out the back as well. Probably had both options there to either hit that short, a whole runner coming in on that angle.
Yep.
As Muir, Emily Ward is just coming off behind play.
It doesn't look great either.
This in quite a bit of discomfort. Might be holding the right hip at the moment. Only got a shot. Ones where you're not expecting it or it's off the ball or something. They can hurt 10 times more.
It sucks.
Plath picking up from half. Storm get straight back on the football. Nothing doing though on the first touch. And Carney gets him back on the front foot. With Nicola. Carney again, another touch. Vandermeer finds herself in field. Archer has to work to get into half. Charlie Nicola now picks up. Karushi, footwork, danger. And they've managed to hold around pretty well tonight on the Coast. She hasn't had too many opportunities. Almost opened them up. Coming into the last touch of the set there.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, Hay puts the arm out and makes the touch there on Charlie Nicola.
Oh,
nice work. Sampson pulled out of the touch.
This is the role they need. Third touch. They need someone there.
Nice work to get away from the first. Clean play. The ball's probably needed. great work. Getting away from 1, 2, 3, 4. Now nice pick up. Beautiful work off the ball. All clear from up here in the box. All clear out on the field as well. It was lovely work. Almost just popped back off the ball and back into the field to play.
All set up by this link here. The link holds and then bounces out. Draws Archer in. That entire try there was set up by the link. It was very well done.
Watkins is the try scorer. Nice work from the Coast. They get their first try of the game. It was a quality one at that.
No, they've just done the same thing.
Now Vandermeer on the sideline takes the touch. Still 8 minutes to go here in this match. Rousel gets away. Comes back in field to Gleeson. Just puts the brakes on. And force him outside that 7 metre line. Neville now directing traffic coming in to this play. Out in front of Muir, who puts the footwork probably half a metre short of where she wanted to be to dive in at the line.
She nearly got there too.
Short side play, nothing there. So they hold out after scoring points down the other end, the Coast. Nice job for them. Round 9 action next week, men's premier. And the Colts are back on your screens.
Ooh.
It's now the Gold Coast. Running back into the line. Good set. They get down the right end of the field as McLaren loops one over the top.
Look, Gold Coast are playing really well at the moment. There's been the last 5 minutes. There's been some good touch football both ways. You know, they've got back to 6-1. A lot of pressure coming on them now as they unfortunately give away a penalty that just wasn't really needed. But they've been playing well for the last 15 minutes. Wouldn't expect to see them score a few more, I think. As the Storms come on the sub-box. 4th touch coming up. Need to find a half here.
They do that now as Ward holds it up. They go the short
Back
ball
door.
option this time. Was on out the back. Sometimes I don't mind that though. It was on out the back and they play that short ball option. Just complete the set of 6 and just puts the Gold Coast in 2 minds next time. It's almost like they're preconditioning. I bet you anything we'll see that exact same play coming up in this last 6 or so minutes.
I'll take that on.
You might see that one come out the back this time around. 6-1, the Storm in front.
It's good pressure there by the Storm there as well. They get the ball back. Righto. Let's see if you've gone into the mystical ball of McAllister.
They'll do something completely different. They won't even go close to it. There's Ward and Nicola there. They're going to get a penalty.
As they go the short side, C1. I don't think the link was there quick. She was. Well, great touch. Second touch, still got 4 touches up the sleeve here as they go back into the middle of the field. Unfortunately, put the ball down there. That's good defense there from Gold Coast as they come out of their line now.
Yeah, they've responded pretty nicely over the last few sets, haven't they? The Coast off the back of that try that they've scored.
They have. They've done very, very well. Put some wind in the sails, that has.
They'll be looking for back-to-backs. McLaren, nice footwork. Nice defence as well. Nothing on offer there as we get into the last 5 minutes of the game. But yeah, action next week. Women's Premier, our opening match will be UQ Rebels, defending champs, taking on the Country Club Colts, and that'll be followed in the men's Southern Storm, taking on the Gold Coast. Looking forward to that game after what we saw from the Storm tonight. Gold Coast, similar-ish type teams in terms of talent-wise, young, brash, and we throwing the footy around left, right and centre.
Yeah.
Predicting a high score in that one next week, and that'll be an entertaining game.
There'll be lots going on in Field 1 next week by the sounds of things. It'll be a game you definitely want to tune in and watch too.
Now coming into the last touch, Muir, late ball in the line. And it'll be a touch and pass. You've got to get on board. Back end of the season, coming into the finals. Rugby league season's done. There's nothing to watch.
Cricket.
Who cares about cricket?
Hey, whoa.
We're not quite into cricket season yet, you know. We're in that lull period. This is a perfect time on a Friday night. You want to watch some footy.
That hurt.
Tune in. I know you're a big cricket nuffy on the left-hand shoulder of me tonight. Ball. I'll bring it back. Freshwater in the middle. Yeah, late pass, I presume.
Late or forward,
Signal.
I think. But yeah, no, it's definitely a very good time to come out and watch a very good brand of touch football getting played as we come into the crunch time for the season. Not many games left, so there'll be a lot of pressure on a few teams to try and get that extra point in, try and get that for and against a little bit better.
Nice inside ball. Archer,
Oh,
they haven't
no one
made contact on her. She stretches away down the sideline. Wow, didn't she put the afterburners on? As soon as the ball hit her hands, she saw that clear space. Bang, gone. See you later.
That was it. Yeah, you see a lot of that tomorrow, I would think. But as it takes off there, the winger just wouldn't have missed by too much there. But yeah, runs away and takes the lead out to 6.
So clock winding down here in this one. And now two top teams in both the men's and women's continue to roll on at the top of the table. Perfect record still for the Colts in the men's. Just the one draw so far in the competition for the Southern Storm. We made mention of it. That draw came last week against Brothers. Great performance. Brothers have got a great lineup. There's no fluke that they pulled that draw last week against the Storm.
Absolutely.
And we mentioned
run.
it might have just sparked the Southern Storm a little bit here tonight, and I think we saw that particularly in the first half, the way they came out of the gates.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just the way that they've also gone about the game as well. Oh,
Neil,
I thought it was off.
She was off.
But yeah, they've definitely turned a page from last week. Obviously, Brothers are a very good outfit as well. But you know, it looks like a brand new team as well. It's been a lot cleaner. They've run every move in the book to nearly to perfection, and they just keep throwing things at the Gold Coast. As we see it, 32 long last touch. Oh my!
Cole up, right foot into the in goal. How many times have we seen that in her young career? Looking for confirmation from our referees. So Generic far side having a chat with Lachlan Freshwater. They're going to point to the spot. More points. Yeah, Southern Storm on fire.
That's it. They're starting to run away with it now with a minute to go. Set up beautifully for this middle play here. Big right foot. Takes off, and now it's just a matter of finding a Southern Storm shirt. And eventually finds one in the in goal. Takes it out to 6 now.
Gee, the women's comp is actually it's shaping up quite nicely. We've had a lot of glowing praise about the Southern Storm. Top of the table. Deserve to be where they are at the moment. You can't keep your eyes off the defending champs. They're going for, I think it might be 4 in a row now as well. They've just been hovering around the UQ Rebels as well. Just getting wins. They haven't really had their full, strong, best lineup at all stages throughout the competition.
Yeah.
But they'll just start to work their way in. And Brothers, on the other hand, they matched it with the Storm last week. They'll take a lot of confidence out there. So the three top teams, I should say, probably are the ones to watch at the moment. And on any given day, you almost feel like any one of them can knock each other off.
Absolutely. And let's not forget, a couple of weeks ago, Brothers only beat Country Club Colts on the last play of the game.
It can't take Colts out of it either, you know. They've got a lot of experience, some good talent as well. So the women's comp really shaping up nicely. And 2 rounds to go following tonight's match. And this game will come to a close with another great performance from the Southern Storm. 8-1, the final score over the Gold Coast. Far too good again.
Absolutely. Look, it was tailored to halves as well. And as we say, coming out of half time, Gold Coast, all they needed to do was hang on. And if you're comparing halves, that's a 3-1. That's very good, I think, against what is a very good Southern Storm team as well. But yeah, no, full credit to the winners this evening. Yeah,
2 top teams roll on again tonight. And like we said, shapes up a crackerjack end to the season here, the Metro Cup. Second last round next week. On behalf of Kyle Leggett, I'm Scott McAllister. Thanks for your company tonight. It's bye for now.
This grass looks smart, and it's tough enough to handle whatever you throw at it, so it stays looking smart. Tip Tough Hybrid Bermuda, the smart grass.